every holiday, I like to watch horror-themed material from that holiday. There are actually some pretty good Thanksgiving horror hidden gems, and I wanted to talk about those with you guys today because I feel like Thanksgiving and horror, I mean, of course, Eli Roth came out with Thanksgiving not that long ago. But before that, what were we watching that was horror on Thanksgiving? Like, not a lot. So I just wanted to give you guys some recommendations based on my own desire for holiday-themed horror movies. Please, people, horror writers, horror creators, put more holidays in your movies. We need more Valentine's Day horror. We need more President's Day. Okay, so let's talk about some cult classic Thanksgiving horror comedy movies, okay? We've got Blood Freak. A mutant turkey man goes on a wild killing spree. I know, you're already sold. I don't even need to say anymore, but I'm going to. A Vietnam veteran who becomes a mutant turkey creature after he consumes some experimental drugs, and this is the beginning of the bloodbath that's about to follow. Okay, so this movie had a very low budget and was pretty bizarre, but it did earn a cult status for its exaggerated plot and eccentric social commentary. So if you're looking for offbeat, eccentric movies to watch this Thanksgiving, this is a good one. Also, just very fun and bloody and weird. Okay, Thankskilling. Now, me and my friends in high school first came across Thankskilling back in the day. And it opens with a pilgrim lady running through the woods and her titties are out. And everybody was sold from the beginning. Now, when this murderous turkey started hunting down college students and killing them, and he can talk, we were double sold. We watched this movie every year when we would all come back for Thanksgiving break. We would sit down, we would watch Thankskilling and just have a great time. Thankskilling, the original, came out in 2008. A homicidal turkey axes off college kids during Thanksgiving break. That's the whole synopsis. It's just a slasher with a killer turkey, and he has great one-liners, and he's disgusting, and he's just a menace, and it's wonderful. But again, this is very, it is very fun and bloody in a campy way. It's very campy. But it is fun for just that kind of like, you know, killing off college kids kind of fun. I love those kind of movies. And you put a dirty talking turkey in there, I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay, so the funny thing is about the Thankskilling series, there is a Thankskilling, the first one, which we just discussed, and then there's a Thankskilling 3. There is no Thankskilling 2. They intentionally skipped it as a joke. Also, the story of the sequel is a plot device in the third Thankskilling. So just watch Thankskilling 1, and if you like it, watch Thankskilling 3, and you'll learn all about that, like, joke. Thankskilling 3 is like a virtual reality thing. It centers on the killer turkey as he hunts for the last remaining copy of Thankskilling 2. A murderous turkey with a foul mouth is all set to get revenge against a group of college students. Often regarded as one of the absurd yet good Thanksgiving movies, it has garnered a huge fan base for its extreme violence, cheesy dialogues, and ridiculous humor. My kind of movie. The next movie we're going to talk about is more serious, a little bit darker, less horror comedy. It's called Into the Dark, Pilgrim. It came out in 2019. So this film features a blend of holiday traditions, but with an unexpected, disturbing twist.
Are you grateful? Happy Thanksgiving!
Here, viewers witness a family inviting costume pilgrims to dine with them, not knowing that the guests have sinister and murderous intentions. So tensions start to boil, and the line between historical reenactment and reality starts to blur, and it creates a terrifying atmosphere. There's a lot of unsettling suspense, a lot of unique elements in this one, so give it a shot if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in. All right, next we are going to talk about the movie Kristy from 2014. Some of you may have heard about this movie. I remember hearing a lot about it when it first came out, but it took me a while to see it. I knew it was one of those movies where it's like, girl stays behind at college while everybody else is on break, and she gets like stalked and harassed by a group of men, and it's like kind of one of those fight for survival movies, which I can be into those, but it depends on my mood. Like sometimes those are just so predictable, so I tend to skip them unless I hear like they're really good. So it took me a while to watch Kristy, but once I did, I was satisfied. It does take place over Thanksgiving break, so that is why it is included on this list. Justine, a college student, is targeted by a group of violent killers. With a blend of survival horror and eerie isolation on a deserted campus, the film ignites terror. Rah! Really good pacing, really good atmosphere, classic fight for your life sort of situation on Thanksgiving. Okay, so the next movie is pretty new. And it's also produced by Bruce Campbell. This one came out in 2021. It is called Black Friday. Store employees battle shoppers who have turned into monsters. It's a blend of slasher and comedy genres with some like sci-fi creature mixed in there. Set during the chaos of Black Friday sales, a group of employees from a store have to fight for their lives when an alien parasite turns shoppers into aggressive monsters. Great one for a day after Thanksgiving. Everybody's sitting around. I don't know anybody that Black Friday shops, but that's just me. My general group of friends is very not wanting to be in crowds a lot. Crowds are very scary. So if that's your vibe, check this movie out. And if you like Black Friday shopping, check it out. You know, there is that whole like social commentary thing about how like Black Friday shoppers are parasites and they're zombies and are scary. Black Friday shoppers are a scary thing in and of themselves when you look at like the history of how many people have died during Black Friday sales. That's crazy. Consumerism is out of control, yada yada. And it's just fun to have alien parasite creatures. You know? It is produced by Bruce Campbell, but Bruce Campbell also stars in it.
I love it here.
The police are here! Thank God!
It's a great balance of gore and humor. It might be one of the best funny Thanksgiving horror movies, which it has some good competition in that regard, because there are kind of a few pretty funny horror black comedy Thanksgiving movies, more so than actual gritty dark Thanksgiving movies. Okay, the next movie is a deep cut from 1987 called Blood Rage.
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce.
So the story follows two brothers, one of whom has been institutionalized after he was fingered for murder, and the other grows up to be a violent killer. So the wrongly accused brother returns to the scene of the crime on Thanksgiving, and a blood-soaked rampage is what follows. You're gonna get over-the-top killing scenes, 80s aesthetic. What else could you want? All right, and possibly the best, definitely my favorite Thanksgiving movie that I will watch every year from here to yon, forever and ever, amen. Thanksgiving by Eli Roth. I always want to call that movie Thankskilling, but it's not Thankskilling. Thankskilling is the turkey one. Thanksgiving from 2023, obviously produced by Eli Roth. So this one is really fun. It also, so it is very much a slasher, like a solid, for sure, slasher. It has some funny moments, like there are comic relief moments, but it's pretty brutal. It's pretty gory. It's a fun whodunit for Thanksgiving, and man, they have like a Thanksgiving Day parade in the movie. There's all these like Thanksgiving activities that are happening around in the town that just really fill out the movie. There's just such a good opportunity for good horror on Thanksgiving, especially the fact that there's going to be a huge meal. You could cook people in that meal. You could serve them scary things. The fact that the killer is wearing like a pilgrim mask. It's just so perfect Thanksgiving. And there's so many good kills in it. There's the trampoline kill. There's The end with the turkey. There's just so many good things about this movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really fun to try to guess who you think the killer is. I will brag a little bit that me and my friends knew who the killer was right away for reasons that I can't say on this video because I don't want to ruin the movie for you. So, it's a fun movie, definitely. Any of these movies, really. You could have on during your Friendsgiving parties or the night before Thanksgiving, or hell, the day of Thanksgiving, the night of Thanksgiving, whenever. But just put them on. They're really fun. I want you guys to have a great Thanksgiving. I am doing a watch along of Thanksgiving. It's already up and you can go watch it on my YouTube channel under the lives tab. Also, one more thing, I do want to talk about just one TV show episode that I also rewatch every year on Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving. The Scream Queens episode. If you guys are unfamiliar with the show Scream Queens, it's a Ryan Murphy show starring Emma Roberts and Billy Lord and Jamie Lee Curtis and just a bunch of really great horror actors. Glenn Powell is in it. It was back when Glenn Powell was not known. He was an unknown.
This year I'm thankful for someone who's very special to me. I am, of course, referring to the serial killer who's stalking the campus of Wallace University.
It's season 1, episode 10. There are some things that you kind of need to know. Like, the whole show is sort of a mystery about who this Red Devil killer is. So if you like shows that are like, who's the killer? Kind of like a Scream or Thanksgiving kind of vibe. I highly recommend it. It's a little girly, but it's really fun and it's really funny.
I'm Thad Radwell, and this year I'm so thankful for the lax indecency laws in Eastern Europe that inundate our internet with millions of hours of hardcore porn, which helps to just generally raise the bar on the stuff that chicks feel like they have to do now. I mean, am I right?
And very campy, and I love it. I laugh every time. And I have to say their Thanksgiving episode, season 1, episode 10, is one of my favorite episodes. Even if you don't know what's going on in like the mystery aspect of the show, it's just funny to watch anyway, without context. I don't really think you need it. It's just fun. So if you want something a little bit shorter that's just kind of fun and funny and campy, but also still has that horror element, check out season 1, episode 10 of Scream Queens. All right, you guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you on the other side of this holiday. And we'll start talking about Christmas horror and things to look forward to in 2026. And yeah, all right, I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't get murdered.